Hi, I'm Terry with 2ubs.com, and with me here is our 2012 Stevens SLR Aero road frame here, equipped with Zip Firecrest 808 clinchers, as well as the new SRAM Red Grupo. So why don't you spend a few minutes with me right now while we can get into some of the details of what makes this bike truly, truly fast. Well, 4 years ago, Stevens introduced the SLR Aero for ITU events, or International Triathlon Union events in Europe that allow for drafting. It was quickly noticed by pro road cyclists due to its stiffness, aerodynamic cues, very much was able to hold the speed of TT or triathlon frames, but also very nimble, kind of handled and provided the comfort and well-being that a road bike would deliver. And to this day, many major bike manufacturers have kind of worked with this design, some of which have emulated the design and aligned themselves with Formula One manufacturers to legitimize their price tags. But this is the original gangster. This is a bike that's going to deliver great speed. If you're sprinting, great acceleration, whether you're doing crits. Also, it's a bike that you can ride all day long on the road. It's going to be a great bike on rolling terrain, power climbs, but it's also a bike that you can take to multi-sport events, triathlons, and some triathlon events, time trial events as well. So certainly a versatile aero road frame here, and definitely a very neat bike. Well, let's talk about some of the updates for the 2012 SLR aeroframe over the 2011 here in my hands. The first thing you'll notice is the seat collar clamp here is a separate entity from the frame on the 2011. For the 2012, it's integrated into the frame. Definitely a cleaner looking design here. It's actually more user friendly as far as operation goes. But with that said, it definitely preserves or promotes power transfer and stiffness. And I think that's probably one of the primary reasons why Stevens did this in their ongoing pursuit of excellence and performance. And moving down to the bottom bracket area, what you'll find is that for the 2011, they're using an aluminum bottom bracket shell here with traditional thread-in bottom bracket cups. For 2012, they did away with the aluminum bottom bracket shell. Now it's a carbon fiber shell that actually is considerably wider, spreads out to the edge of the frame where where your crank arms would press in, and what that does is it allows it's a much more stiff design and considerably lighter because they're doing away with the aluminum bottom bracket shell that you find here in the 2011 frame. Furthermore, the cable routing has been updated here to accept and be compatible with electronic Grupos and mechanical Grupos. You don't have to fiddle with changing anything or inside the frame. It will work right off the bat with whatever Grupo you're running. And by the way, the Stevens internal routing is always a pleasure to work with. They take certainly great pride in their manufacturing. It's a phenomenal design. And this frame here in my hands again is a 2011. We actually stripped this frame down of its paint to kind of take a look at the carbon layup in the frame, and we were actually certainly really impressed with what we saw. We saw a lot of consistency in this frame, not a lot of patchwork that you find at a lot of complex junctions on composite bicycle frames that you do with some of the other manufacturers out there. Definitely beautiful carbon work here, very consistent, and that's something that we like to see. I'm really pleased with that, and of course that's something that would be carried over. Well, let's get into the parts group of the bike here. Starting off with the wheels, we have the new Zip Firecrest 808 carbon clincher wheels. Basically set a new benchmark as far as aerodynamics and stiffness goes. And we complemented, well, going from there to the front of the bike here and the aerodynamic cues of the SLR with the new Pro Stealth Evo proprietary or one-piece stem handlebar combo here. Very stiff, very aerodynamic for handlebar, and it certainly matches the frame. The parts Grupo here is the new 2012 SRAM Red Grupo we're running, and we topped it off here with a Ti-Nitride gold-coated chain here to make it look extra special here, and you'll see that there is a Pro Logo Zero Knack carbon rail saddle on here, which certainly matches the frame. The saying goes, if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Well, here at 2ubs.com we feel if it doesn't look good, don't ride it. Well, Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed our review of the 2012 Stevens SLR Aero road bike here. If you have any questions about this bike or any of the components that are on it, you know how to reach us at 2ubs.com. That's info@2ubs.com. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you enjoy the ride.